our spirit. What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. Coming to you each and every week. Bring a little bit of awareness, just kind of help life understand some of those questions that we always have. I don't know about you, but through life, I've had a million questions that always were left unanswered. And as I've gone through this journey, I have honestly been given the answers one by one. And the ones I don't have, we just wait. We wait until we get it. So as always, guys, we're going to start with whatever we're going to speak about today. And then we are going to go on to our 5-card stud. Remember, the 5-card stud is where I receive a new tarot deck or oracle deck every week. And we highlight that deck. Why? Because a lot of times I go to places and I'm not able to see the deck. I go and I want to buy them online because I don't want the hassle of going to a store anymore, whatever it might be. And I found I was collecting decks that didn't resonate with me. So this is my way to say, hey, here's a little bit of a peek. Let's see if you like it or not. This week's is Dream Wisdom Oracle. This is by Mahr, PhD, and Heather Taylor-Zimmerman, PhD. Oh my God. It's going to be, I think I'm going to like this. You know what's really cool about this deck? This was sent to me by an unknown person, and these are in pre-order. These are in pre-order. So I chose, hey Keith, I chose to highlight these this week. Why? Because it gives you a week to get on the pre-order list. They don't actually get shipped out until beginning of Tuesday, November 18th, which is a week from tomorrow. So that's how new this deck is. You can't even get it anywhere. So the fact that it got in my hands, I'm super excited. I cannot wait to share this today. That just makes me, yeah, I love it. Yep, that's what it does. You too, sir. You too, sir. So let's kind of get into what we're going to talk about today. Good morning, social warrior, Rabbi. Good morning. I'm jumping on all the platforms to make sure we are playing on all the platforms and going from there. That's all we got to do just to make sure that we are doing this, that we are live and ready to go. And we are. I love that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, good morning, Tim. Well, what do we have to read about today? What do we have to talk? Oh my gosh. Spirit has a mouthful today. That's what we're reading. That's what we're reading. And then we're going to go from there. What do you think, guys? What do you think? So, it says reincarnation is a fact. Are we going there? We're going there. Reincarnation, returning to another physical body, is a fact. Without reincarnation, the soul would have to accomplish everything it seeks to accomplish within one lifetime, which is 1 billion times shorter than the blink of an eye on the cosmic clock. The process we are discussing here is evolution, self-creation, and evolution. And evolution proceeds one way, upward. The soul's greatest desire is to experience on the evolutionary scale until it experiences total oneness with the all. Excuse me. If the soul returns to human form, it is always in an effort to further experience and thus further evolve. One could come back for many hundreds of lifetimes and continue to evolve upward. After what you call your death, some souls feel that there is a lot more they would like to know, and so they find themselves going to a school where other souls, what you call old souls, teach them. And what do they teach them? That they have nothing to learn. Oh, that they never had anything to learn. That all they ever had to do was remember who and what they really are. They are taught that the experience of who they are is gained in the acting out of it, in being it. Reincarnation. It's real, it's purposeful, and it's perfect. Now, wow, is this not? This is a heavy subject. This is a heavy subject, and why do I say that? Because we have talked about this countless times. This is something that I talk about quite often. Okay, in many different forms. Why? Because we just kind of go into that soul. We go into the soul. Why are we here? Like, for Christ's sakes almighty, why are we here? Why are we enduring the crap that's going on around us? I mean, think about it. That's crap right now. I'm sure we have been in times, about every 100 years, we like to cycle through the shit. Excuse my language, but we do. We like to cycle through stuff. And what I mean by that, it's not that I'm not talking politics. I'm not talking financial. I'm not talking family. I'm talking about it all. Just all of it coming together. We're in a process of not having peace right now. And what I mean by that, if you look at the other decades that most of us have experienced at this point, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, they were really kind of a cakewalk compared to now. We've been doing a fair share of messing things up, but it's been a cakewalk. And now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of stuff. It's getting harder. It's getting like, oh my gosh, what's next? Where are we going from here? And guys, it's not forever. It's for right now. Why? Because look in history. I mean, history will show you we repeat ourselves. But every 100 years we have a pandemic. Shortly after that, we go through a little times, and then we get into a recession, or we get into a war, or we get into something else. And then we come through that, and then we have kind of a rebuilding time, a time of evolution. And it's about a 100-year cycle. Now, I'm not a historian. I'm not going to tell you, oh my gosh, I can nail all these dates for you, because I can't. But we do have an evolution. Okay. So we're looking at this. What is this? Okay. What is our soul doing? Our soul is evolving. Okay. Now, I will tell you, I know within my being, all of my being, 100% of my being, that I am not here to learn a darn thing. Okay. Not only that, it irks me. It literally takes my insides. And when I hear somebody say, the universe is testing me, the universe is giving this crap to me, I'm just here to learn, I haven't learned my lessons yet, blah, 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 blah. It irks me. Why? Because it's not true. To me, it's a cop-out. It is a complete cop-out to say, I haven't learned my lessons. It is. It's complete. It's awful. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you put yourself in this place of saying, I have to learn something? Because that's not what it is. We're in a place of understanding, remembering and understanding. Okay, that's how I like to put it. And even understanding is not really the right word for this. But for us, I think it might be the best word to try to use for what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's talk about the remembering. Just remembering. Okay, for me, that's where I've been my whole life, remembering. And it's ate at me. It's ate at me, that process of remembering. Okay, and how do I describe that? Okay, you think of something you got to grab, because you're walking out the door and you forget it, and you run back to grab it. And when you get 5 steps in the house, you forget what it was you turned around to grab. And you stand there. And you're beating your head against the wall because you cannot for the life of you remember what it is you were coming back to get. It's right there. It's on the tip of your brain. It's just like, why can't I remember? Where did it go? What the heck happened? And then a lot of times we go, well, it wasn't that important. And we walk away. You get in the car, you drive off, and a mile down the road, remember what it was. And then you're going, I needed that. I needed that. And then you're going to make a choice. You're either going to go back for it, or you're going to go forward and live without it. And that's where I sit all the time, is in that remembering. Okay. It's in that remembering space. Okay. And I will tell you what, every time my soul kind of downloads something into me. And again, I'm only using these terms because I think it's the terms that most people can understand. So the soul kind of, because remember, the soul knows it all. The soul remembers everything. It's the body that does not. There's a reason for that. But every time my soul downloads something into me, and I have that remembrance, I evolve. Why? Because this is my understanding. It's because I've had a lot of experiences where I'm just kind of going through life. I'm experiencing, things are getting put on my plate. I'm getting through those things. I get into a part of uncomfortableness. That makes sense? I get uncomfortable and then I experience. And then once I go through the experience and my body and my soul are kind of like, oh, okay, she gets it. They kind of download the understanding to it. They download that little piece that goes, here you go. This is a remembrance. And my body goes, oh, got it. This is awesome. And I remember. Just in time to go into the next uncomfortable moment. Now, I know you all are kind of going, oh, I still don't get it, DeEtte. I don't get it. But well, think about your life. Think about your life. Okay? How many have said, I wish I could go back to 18 with the wisdom and knowledge I have at my age current? We do it all the time. Why? Because we look over our lives and we realize there was no lessons. There was no tests. You survived, but you experienced. You experienced things. And every time you kind of get a little bit more evolved in your life, boom, you get understanding and you evolve as a person. And you can look back on your life and go, wait a second. I was kind of doing the same things then that I'm doing now. Why am I getting a different outcome? And you literally look at yourself and you say, because I've evolved. I've got more wisdom. I've got more knowledge. I'm older. I'm more mature. Million words to use for the process which has happened. That's what life's about. That's what life's about. This is a problem. We no longer live for hundreds of years. Like I said, no longer. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. We no longer live hundreds of years. We stopped looking at, as time has evolved. Well, let's go back there. There was a time way back when, and we're looking at a few thousand years ago, guys. We're not talking about AC, BC, DC, whatever C. We're just going to do a timeline. Okay, a few thousand years back, 2,000, 3,000 years back. Okay, maybe 4,000 years back. About the time we started having a way of communication with ourselves and a way of understanding. So we're taking ourselves out of the caveman era and we're kind of fast forwarding a little bit of time. Okay, when we really started looking at ways of life, ways of living. And there was a time where we lived hundreds of years. And I know you're all looking at me going, oh yeah, we're all the crypt keepers. We weren't crypt keepers. We were very youthful. We were, we maintained that 18, 19-year-old physique, but not the brain of that person. Now, we didn't come into the world understanding any more than we do now. We didn't. We still, that process still was there. That process of learning and experiencing, and I'm not going to use the word learning again, experiencing and evolving was there. It's just that we also understood if we found a way to take care of this, we could stay here longer and learn that much more in one lifetime versus a stop, start. Now you can look it up, guys. It's the Essene way of life. The term Essene came to me a few years ago. And I blew the term off. People told me all the time, DeEtte, you're an Essene. DeEtte, you're an Essene. I'm like, the heck are you talking about? I have no clue what you're talking about. But people seen it in me. So eventually I looked it up. What's an Essene? It is a way of life. It's a way of evolving, learning, growing, packing as much as you can in one lifetime. But again, the lifetimes were much longer. And then choosing when you wanted to pass on. When, okay, I've evolved enough now. I'm ready to go back and take a break. Now, it was not unheard of to have a life of 300, 400, 500 years. And I know you're all right now going, think you're going into some BS right now, but I'm not. You can actually look it up. You can study it. You can see it. You can see it. Somewhere, the Essene way of life really kind of got phased out. Okay? And how to get phased out? Because other people were no longer, kind of living in that way. Look at it as a religion. You had a religion that was the Essene religion. You had a Catholic religion. You had a pagan religion. You had this religion, all the other religions many, many years ago. And one just kind of got phased out because it wasn't fast paced. Within the Essene world, there's not alcohol. There's not bad diet. It's not fast paced. It's not exploring necessarily the world, but exploring this. It's a growth of the soul, and that's what they're sitting at. And not everybody, when they get here, wants to do that. Most people want the fast car, the fast boat, go dancing, hoop, hop, and party. And that's okay because that's what they want to experience. But there was a whole group of people that wanted to evolve the soul. Now, over time, that's changed. Over time, it's kind of been X'd out. Okay? Every once in a while, you hear about somebody that's lived over 100 or 150, 160. You find out that they've excavated somebody that is just old as dinosaurs. And you're like, wow, how did that happen? It was evolution. Now, when we look at just shortening our lives, because that's what we've done, we went from living hundreds of years to literally living 30 or 40 years. And now we're starting to extend that again. Remember how I said history replays itself? Think about the dinosaurs. Think about when we first started being kind of walking on 2 feet. Their lifespans were really short, very short. No medical, no dental, dinosaur chasing you. It's a short life. But as they evolved, as they learned to survive, as they learned about proper health, better health, better everything, life got longer until it became very long. And now we're in a restart. We're beyond the 30 or 40 year projection of life. And we're now getting close to that 100, 80 to 100. That's going to be normal. And as we continue to evolve, I do believe those lifetimes will get longer because we're going to start to remember more. And that remembrance brings it back to us. And you have a choice to either do a few, and a few being 50 or 60 lives that are very long, or hundreds very short lives. It's evolution. It's understanding. Now I know, and when you go, okay, wait a second, you're going, wait a second, hold on, go back. You're telling me the soul wants to evolve, but the soul knows it all. But it has to come here to evolve. Yeah, it does. And that's where that understanding is. Remember how it says when a soul goes back to heaven or the afterlife, it literally goes, I want to understand more. So it has to go to that school to talk to older souls that say, you already know, you already got it. You just have to get it into that wisdom fact. It's basically what it is. You're just getting into wisdom. You're getting into understanding. You're getting into that growth. And when you finally figure it out, they send you back to go, okay, let's understand. But we always have that curiosity of what we want to understand. So we always do have that quote unquote reason for being here. I'm not going to say purpose because our purpose changes all the time. Our purpose one day could be, like today, my purpose, I had to get up, I had to get ready. Didn't want to. It's Monday. I'm tired. Y'all had the weekend off. I did not. I worked the weekend. But you know what? This is part of my week. Monday is about my Thursday. It's not that I get to play during the middle of the week, because I don't. But it's my go, go, go pot time. So I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to get ready. But my purpose this morning was to get up, get ready, and get on the show. Now, when I get up here, I have another purpose. It's to set up for next week's show. And after that, I have another purpose. Why? Because your purpose is basically your task list. It's your stuff you have to get done. That's your day-to-day stuff. Now, what if you put in your purpose to also experience? Wow. That would be kind of incredible, wouldn't it? So look at the reasons why you might be here. Now, I have more people come to me and they always ask that question, why am I here? I could do the short version. You're here to understand. You're here to evolve. They don't quite get it. That's not what they want. They don't want that. What do they want? They want to know why the heck they're here to learn whatever there is to learn. And if I look at them and say, you have nothing to learn whatsoever, you're just here to remember, they don't like that answer. Trust me, it comes with more questions. So instead, I look at them, I go, hey, let's take this in a different direction. Let's go back. Let's look at your life. Okay. And I literally go, let's look at your life. What's in your life? Okay. What is a common factor throughout your life? What is this commonality? What is that thing that you keep going, kind of returning to? What is the theme of your life? Now, I know it's really messed up, but you can look at themes. It could be love. And I know people look at me like, oh, not love. Not love. I have no Cupid arrow up my tush. I haven't found a great love, blah, blah, blah. But love is a very complicated emotion. It's a very complicated thing. Why? Because we make it complicated. We do. And love, if you think about it, there's so many aspects to it. And there's so many different types. And there's ups and downs and losses and gains and heartbreak and heart healing. Until you finally get to that unconditional portion. Where you just love because you can. Because it's there. Because there's no reason not to. And love can very much be a theme of your life. And have so much in it. But to know what the theme of your life is really to kind of go back and look at what has happened throughout your life. Remember, it's not going to be something that's super complicated. You're not going to look and want to go for the molecular structure of anything. It's just, where can I learn and grow from something? Where can I experience to get it to understanding? And that's where they're sitting at with that. That's it. It's so simple. It's so easy. And when we look at that and realize that's how easy life is, we start to remember things. Because remember when we take you back to the story, you forgot in the house, you go back to get it, you can't remember what you forgot. When do you remember it? When you're in the car, when you stopped trying, when you let go of it, and you just went, whatever. That's when you remember. And that's what this is about. Now, I will tell you, I think some days sitting in this constant, I know I forgot something, come on, bring it to me, is harder than anything else I've ever experienced. It really is. Why? Because I'm in this constant, I forgot it, I know it. It just helped me to remember, help me to understand. So for myself, what do? I kind of pull back from it. I pull back from it and I start to observe things around me. Okay. I had a lot of that this last weekend. Ton of it this last weekend, where I just sat back and I observed and I listened. Now, I did partake. I was there. I was part of the conversations. I didn't hold back my words or my thoughts, which I normally do. I felt part of it. I felt one with everybody. Like I stood on the same platform. And it was beautiful because I used my words. I didn't hush myself. I put myself out there. I went, you know what? If I look stupid, it's fine. I'll look stupid, but I'm showing up. And I did. And it gave me the opportunity because I was no longer hiding and sitting in a place of going, whatever. It gave them the opportunity to say things, not negative, not reprimanding me, but just things, small things. Don't have much confidence in yourself, do you? Whoa. I took that in. Again, it wasn't meant for anything. Not at all. It wasn't derogatory. It wasn't hurtful. It was just the first thought of somebody's mind and response to something I stated. And I sat there and went, boy, do I? Wow, that's a nugget. That's a golden nugget if I ever seen one. And it helped me to start to remember who I am. The little comments. Now, again, none of them were sly comments. No, I mean, they probably wouldn't remember a single comment they made or a statement they made because it was conversation. But I got it. And I needed it. And it's probably been said before, but I wasn't at a place of evolution to understand it and get it and grasp it and hold on to it and go, oh my God, here we go. And that's how we evolve. That's how we evolve. When we finally stop thinking we have to perform, when we stop thinking this is a test, that we're going to pass or fail, that we're going to go to heaven or hell. It's just about evolving. It's about learning more about yourself, learning more about your soul, having a deeper understanding, having a deeper knowledge, and realizing that you may not remember it all in this lifetime, and that's okay. Just allow yourself to open up to things. Stop being so bullheaded. Stop thinking you know it all. Stop living your life as you're a freaking expert, because we're not. If we were, we wouldn't be here. I would not be in this body having a conversation with you if I was an expert. But if I understand enough and I go back and go, wow, I finally got it, I'll choose not to come back here again. And for everybody that goes, I'm not coming back here again, you will, over and over and over again. Because the people that are saying that are the people that have not evolved, and the people have not gotten to the place they need to where they finally choose to stay. It's an evolution, guys. It's why we're here. It's why we continue to keep coming back, and we will continue to keep coming back. It's just to evolve. We've been doing it for eons. Our history shows it. It's the reason why cars are invented and airplanes. It's because we remember we could fly. We just failed to realize we did not need an aircraft around us to fly. We can do it without it. But until we remember we can't, we're not going to accomplish it. So allow yourself today and every day forward this week to just kind of let go. Stop feeling like you have to pass or fail. Continue to understand and continue to grow. And then see where you end up. With that being said, guys, we're going to take a station break. This is DeEtte, School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. And we will be back in a few after this to do our 5-card style.
Explore your path to higher consciousness with Kelly Wagner. Meet Kelly Wagner, a visionary founding member of the Community for Higher Consciousness, ready to illuminate your way and empower you to live your best life. With her unique set of tools as a knower and seer, Kelly goes beyond surface-level problems, uncovering the why behind your challenges. She fearlessly asks the questions that lead to the ultimate truth. Kelly's insatiable tenacity ensures that you receive top-notch creative solutions. Brace yourself for a journey of self-discovery and empowerment as Kelly taps into her innate gifts, guiding you toward a life of fulfillment and purpose. As a psychic medium Reiki practitioner, co-host of the Being Curious Show, publisher of Edge Magazine, and master connector, Kelly's transformative approach creates win-win partnerships here, there, and everywhere. Let Kelly ignite your potential. Contact Kelly at edgemagazine.net and step towards a life aligned with higher consciousness. Discover more at you'vegotkelly.com.
Are you ready to elevate your spiritual journey and embrace transformation? Our celestial guided pennants are powerful tools designed to support your spiritual growth. Infused with tensor technology and the energy of crystals, these pennants help you release what no longer serves you and opens the doors to new beginnings. Explore our angelic armor collection today at energiesofservice.com and find the pennant that resonates with you. Transform your journey. Embrace the power of angelic armor today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. School Through Spirit here with Edge Network. I am DeEtte. Coming to you this week with our 5-card stud. 5-card stud. As I stated earlier, our 5-card stud is coming to you from a deck that hasn't even been released yet. It is the Dream Wisdom Oracle. Dream Wisdom Oracle. Again, this is Greg Mahr at MD and Heather Taylor-Zimmerman, PhD. I'm going to say this is good. This is intriguing me. Two doctors coming through. Doctors of what? I don't know, because I didn't Google them. We all know I'm not the Googler. I don't do that. I do know Destiny Books is a publisher. I do know you can get these on Amazon. I'm sure you can go to Destiny Books and find them. But I do know right now, if you like them, get on the pre-order and get them sent to you, because they will ship out Tuesday the 18th if you buy them through Amazon. I'm sure if you buy them anywhere, that's where you're going to get it. So it says, let's put these wonderful, wonderful glasses back on. I love these glasses. I want to tell you. Created by psychologists, artists, and psychiatrists. Oh, because that's interesting. This Oracle deck will help you harness your dreams for personal growth and healing, as well as understand the language of the soul as it appears in your dreams. Designed for dream contemplation, the 46 full color cards featured evocative art and therapeutic guidance to help engage all parts of the brain. The cards explore common dream plots, settings, feelings, and figures, as well as featured a group of teaching cards with recommendations for remembering dreams, inducing lucid dreams, and keeping healthy sleep routines. The deck can be used to incubate a specific dream topic, gain insight into your current psychological state, and better understand and interpret your dreams. For therapists and healers, the cards can also help you work with clients' dreams and can be used to advocate or activate the unconscious. Kind of interesting. What do you think? Is it interesting? I think it's interesting. Look at this. Oh, I like it already. Look at, they talk. I know, I'm weird. I know. Oh, look at this. Big old book. Big old book. Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh, it shut on me. I like it a lot. I'm going to open this. Looks like it's got some extra activation cards or some bringing dreams to life. Blah, blah, blah. Let's put that over there. So I think we're going to have to look at this for a second. So it's a nice size book. I do like it. Oh, those pictures. I like it when they do big color pictures. Why? Because then you can look at the picture and get so much from the picture too. But it does have the cards. It does have manure. I love that. So you are able to kind of throw this. It's a little bit too big for a purse, but that's okay, or a back pocket. But it doesn't mean you can't bring it along with you anyway. When we're looking at this, it's got, I love this. It's got, I'm just bringing one card. So it's got kind of like the description of the card. And then you flip the place. It says dream amplification, projections of the card. It's got the inspiration of the card, the internal feminine, questions for reflection. So it's got, I will tell you what, this deck looks like it's one that's going to go, ooh, it's going to try you. It's going to try you. It's going to push. We kind of like that. We like it when the decks push, don't we? Okay, so it's got also these really neat cards, bringing dreams to life. I like that. It's just a quick, you could literally, I like this because you could tape this on a wall or a mirror. Healthy sleep, it's got a card for that. Creating dream art, I like that. Active imagination. Ooh. Dream incubation and lucid dreams. I like this, guys. I like this. So you got quick cards in there, like that you have the quick reference, because as we all know, we like quick. We don't like to sit there and have to work for stuff. So I like that. Okay, so let's get into this 5-card stud today, guys. Oh my gosh, we're going to try to do it this way instead. The cards are a little big for me this way, but the artwork is gorgeous. Let's look at this artwork. Gorgeous. I love the artwork. I love the artwork. Cards are a little bit big for my hands, but doesn't mean I can't turn them over and shuffle them a different way, right? So 5-card stud, what are we talking about here? We are going to pick our numbers 1 through 5. You can pick 1 card, 2 cards, all the cards. I don't care if you're reading. You can also wait until the end, because what I'm going to do is pick 5 different cards. I'm going to read each card as if that one card is the reading that you asked for today. Then when I get done with all 5, I'm going to do all 5. I'm going to throw mine as I would do a spread and read that spread. Again, you can pick as many numbers as you want. You can wait till the end. If you're really brave, you can have lots of issues. You can literally put a number or an issue and then number them. There you go. That will help there. Whatever you want, whatever makes your life a little bit easier. You know, that's what we're kind of looking at here. Oh my God. I'm just doing everything. I'm putting everything up there. See what happens when I swipe. There we go. So let's get this done. I don't know why, I always cut the deck. So card number 1. Oh, I love it. The one I was just looking at, Anima. That's the one I literally was looking at in the deck when I was looking at what to read. That's the name. So we're going to go back to her. And go, okay, we got this. Let's see if I can find it. Now, because I don't know what anima is, we're going to use the book to understand. It says, this card echoes the tarot card of the Empress. The verdant force surrounds anima. A stream of light flows beside her. Her crown is of honeycomb and sweet with the collective nature. Okay, so basically it says her card indicates that she is worshipped and honored with all our love. Bees, so it's basically breaking down stuff. So I'm going to read the whole thing and then see what we get. So let's see what we get. Okay, it says the card echoes the tarot card of the Empress. A verdant forest surrounds anima. A stream of life flows beside her. Her crown is of honeycomb, sweet with the collective nature of the earth, and she is robed in green, decorated with pomegranates. Pomegranates are what bind Persephone to the underworld, just as anima binds us to the world. Her crown indicates that she is to be worshipped and honored with our love. Bees, which convert the beauty of the world into the form that they, oh my God, I can't read. We can take within us nourishment, surround her. Within the red of her cloak, it's talking about a lot of picture. It all comes back down to, oh, there we go. It says, the dream anima invites a connection with feminine energy that is powerful, life-giving, and seductive. A goddess has paid to visit your dreams. Take heed. You may need that feminine energy in your life now. Anima dreams are called to richer and deeper life. So what we're kind of looking at that, and I know we're all going, oh my God, the feminine, what's the feminine? Okay, look at the difference between feminine and masculine. Masculine is your fight. Feminine is your nurturing. It kind of goes back and forth. You know, one is going to protect, one is going to nurture. This is telling you to go to the nurturing. Go into that. Go in, bring that nurturing into you, okay? It's time for you to start to grow something, to nurture, to bring you on top of the world. I think you kind of been looking at things going, life is a little hard. You kind of been fighting things, you know, not knowing where to come or go. And this card is literally telling you to stop. You don't need to be protected. You don't need to fight. You don't need the harshness. You don't need the masculine. Right now, what you need is that feminine touch, that nurturing, that caregiver, okay? Start to look at yourself as you're worthy of things, okay? You're worthy. You've been there, done that, and you're worthy of it, okay? So card number 2, I think we can read card number 2 a little bit easier. It says dream time, dream time. I love the navigation of that card. I love the navigation of that card. I am going to keep looking up what they're meaning by it because, you know what, they are the masters of the dream world. I still like it, though, so because I want to play there. Dream time is a reminder to pay attention to the temporal and eternal aspects of life. Time is both finite and infinite. It refers to a precise, opportune moment, as when an arrow releases from the bow. It also reflects to a sacred time, the time appointed by God. Chronos flows forward, but Kairos marks the intersection of divine and human time. So what we're looking at with this one is this week you need to really kind of be mindful. What you're looking at, if you pick card number 2, is being mindful. Looking around. You have opportunities coming, but they're subtle. They're subtle. They're like, oh, okay, got it, and running with it. It's time. Everything is starting to come together to go, okay, this is your week. This is your time. These are your opportunities. Now, are these going to be opportunities that are going to be boom, huge, in your face? Booyah? Maybe not. But maybe there are a bunch of small ones that are going to get you to that place. And that's what this card's about. It's about seeing the opportunities and saying yes to those. Okay? Don't let life just fly by you this week. Card number 3. Card number 3 is the death card. Is the death. I personally love the death card because, guys, death is never about death. I hate to tell you that. It's just never about death. It's usually about change and transformation. Let's see if they say the same thing. There you go. To dream death is to dream rebirth. Every night, our waking self dies as we sleep, and the deeper self comes to life. A death dream is called to the night world, where the everyday self is dead, but the inner self is alive and well. In dreams where death visits, we must consider the context of the death. Okay? They always kind of seem, we take them as warnings, as prophecies, as something that's impending doom, but it's not. You cannot build something if you don't have something else die. Just saying. You want to remodel your house, you want a new kitchen, you got to destroy the old kitchen in order to get a new kitchen. You have to have a death of one to get rebirth of something else. And that's what the death card's about. We always want to look at death as, oh my gosh, it's the end, blah, blah. No, this is your having rebirth. Things in your life are coming to an end, and they need to come to an end. They need to stop. They need to be crushed. They need to move on. Why? Because you're going on. And that's okay, because this is new beginnings. Again, new opportunities, new beginnings. You're going somewhere, guys. You're going somewhere. So start to welcome in that death card a little bit. If you pick card number 3. Card number 4, cars. Where the heck does the cars come when? That just looks fast-paced, and oh my God, we're run. Okay, transportation. I don't know. What are they talking about here? The cards. Ooh. I love this. It says to dream cars is to see visions of how you specifically, your ego moves through the world. Cars are how we navigate the inner and outer landscape of our world. As advertisers have also always realized, cars are symbols. A Corvette is a midlife crisis, and a Volvo is an academic in a tweed jacket. The car I bought after my divorce was an escape. What do you drive in your dreams? Do we move with assertive vigor of a pickup truck, the reckless grace of a sports car, the humble efficiency of an economy car? Sometimes we let others drive our car. They may be helpful figures that offer guidance when we need it, or they may be taking over when we should be in charge. We might drive through the world recklessly or with plotting deliberateness. And I think that's what the card's about. It's time for you to start looking at how you're moving, how you're shimmying and shaking, and how you're going through life. This is for you to take stock. How are you moving? How are you going? Is this something you want to proceed doing, or do you want to kind of change how you're navigating life, how you're working at? Just because you've always done something one way does not mean you have to continue to do it that way. You can change things up. You can move. As you grow and change, your life is going to grow and change, and how you act within your life is going to grow and change. And that's what that card's about. Now, the last one is gold. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. It's got moss and people and more people and more people. There's 1, 2, 3 faces in there alone. There is 3 moss. There is the crescent. They got everything, but it says gold. Ooh, I'm intrigued. What do they mean by the gold card? Kind of liking these cards. They're kind of in depth. Okay, it's a traditional symbol of both spirit and wealth. In dreams, it may represent inner wealth or riches, but riches to be shared, not stored up in misery and destructive ways. Myths and fairy tales are full of hoarders of gold who are punished and come to sad ends by not sharing their wealth. King Midas' greedy wish for endless gold brought him no good. He could no longer be in contact with the material world because everything he touched turned into gold. In his song, Young was searching for the gold of spirit, not the gold of material wealth. Now, when we're looking in this, you're a what? I have no clue what you are, Tim. So when we're looking at the gold card, it is really looking at, you know what? This card is really looking at, who am I in here? And you're starting to realize in here, if you pick card number 4 or 5, you are looking at your internal wealth. You are looking at, oh my God, I am worthy. I am worthy. And how can I share this with other people? I'm worthy. I'm ready to go. I've got this. This is amazing. There is no reason I feel like I'm under somebody else's foot because I'm not. You're worth it. It's all about your internal, not your external. This has nothing to do with your material around you. If you have cars and trucks and gold and money and a bank account and a car and all the clothes, it has nothing to do with any of that. You're not getting more of that. What you're getting more of is you're going to start looking internally. You're going to start seeing your worth in here. You're going to start seeing yourself as really a soul and where you're going with that and how you can share that with other people. So that's what that card's about. Card number 1 was anima. Card number 2 is dream time. 3 is death. 4 is cars. 5 is gold. Now, when I look at all these, this is a good week. Why? Because you're going to have things happen this week. It is a moving and a shaking and opportunities coming. And when you're looking at this, you're really kind of going, whoa, what's happening? You know, things you never always you wanted are going to start happening, but you have to open your eyes. You have to open your eyes. You have to see it. You have to be able to, to transform yourself into a different way of being. This is a death of an old and a beginning of something new. And I don't think this is the opportunities. This is you. The way you were is gone. The new you is showing up. Okay. And that's where that's coming from. And it has to be. Why? Because these things are coming to you and you will not be successful in them if you still keep your head wrapped away your old way of being. Start to look at your inside, start to see your worth, see how valuable you are, and go forward with that. Okay. Again, opportunities are coming. Your growth is coming. Your worth is there. It's all finally coming together. You're figuring it out. It's time to move forward. That's what this week's about, guys. It's time to move forward. These cards are deep, guys. I will tell you, these cards are deep. Not just on the dream. Okay, I can see where you could pick a card that you had the dreams in there and go, oh my God, it's going to give you so much. And guys, we barely touched the book for what the book offers. These cards are super deep. These cards are super cool. Are they a beginner's card? Not an Oracle Tarot set. No, not in any way, shape, or form would I put these in a beginner's when it comes to reading. For dreams, heck yeah, you need to buy these cards. You want self-growth? You need to buy these cards. You want to explore? These cards are for that. And a beginner can do that all the way through the advanced and beyond advanced. Masterful. These cards are going to push. These cards are... Order them. Just pre-order and take them. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I love that, Shelly. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. So this is a good deck. I will say I like this deck. I was on the fence. I won't even tell you. I was a little on the fence going, But these cards are multifaceted. I really do love them. These are going to be worth your money. They're going to be worth your money. And I will tell you the price that it's on the box is $30 US, $37.50 Canadian. So are they a little bit more expensive? They are, but I will tell you what, very worth. It's going to be worth the money for them. Okay. Definitely worth the money for them. I like those. I like those a lot. What are we doing? Let's go into who, where, and what is DeEtte doing this week. Where am I going? What is happening in life? Let's figure this out. So I do know, guys, I am going back to Eau Claire. I'm going back to Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Okay, it's my last time being there this year. It's going to be fabulous. We are going there with Soul and Synergy. I love Terry and Danny and the whole group. It's a whole group. It's going to be amazing. So when we're looking at this, it is at the Best Western Plus Conference Center on Medovi Road. It's really going on the outskirts of town, but it's an amazing place. Trust me when I say we're there, we're having a great time. We're doing things, kind of looking through. Yep, guys, I ain't doing nothing but showing up and doing readings. That's all I'm doing. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not teaching. I'm not doing the gallery. I got nothing like that going on. I am just going to sit there and do readings all day long. So if you're in the area, come see me. Come find me. I want to do readings. I want to give hugs. Make me busy. Make me busy. Now, I get to drive back Saturday. Guess what? That's okay. Because I have to do a filming of Psychic Speedrun on Sunday. Psychic Speedrun. It's going to be so much fun. So, straight up, guys, I'm going to go show an episode of Psychic Speedrun, which is a brand new show that's going to be, I think, on like Amazon or Tubi or something. Not quite sure what they're going to do with it. Who knows? I'm just showing up and doing my thing, which is going to be a lot of fun. And going forward, then we're going to do a live stream where we're at the place. It's a place that, this one, I know the place, but I don't know the place. The person contacted me, so it's not a complete absconding. Okay, I'm going very much willingly because it's a friend of mine that has a place, and they're bringing me up. I've been here. I've been to the place before. Have I read the building? I've never read the building. I've read the people in the building, but never read the building. So I am really kind of still walking into this blind, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So we will be doing a live stream, having a lot of fun with that. And then, of course, Monday morning, I'll be back here with you, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, to talk about our next subject. Who knows what that's going to be? I hope you guys enjoyed today. I hope you look at those cards. And I really do hope you kind of go off and get those cards. With that being said, guys, we're going to have a great week. I'll see you soon. This has been DeEtte with School Through Spirit on the Edge Network. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.